Okay. Now see here. So when you go for, okay, generally, suppose are you declaring some variable? Okay. Suppose int x is one variable I'm declaring now. Okay, na? Int x. So int x, okay, is the one variable. And the variable, which type of variable here? Int is a type of variable. Suppose in this, okay, if I want to assign to this variable, so I can give it here. So x is equals to 10. And it means what now? We are storing 10 is a value under x memory. Okay, now we are storing 10 under x memory. So x is equals to 10. Okay, fine. And here, how many values I saved in this x variable means I saved a single value. Only one value was saved here. But guys, tell me, is it possible to save like this now? Can I store some group of values into my x variable? Is it possible? No. So we cannot store like this. Okay, no, we cannot store like this. And basically, whenever you want to save the group of elements or group of values into your variable, okay, that variable must be an array. The variable must be an array. So I think you know in Java, whenever you want to save your group of elements in a particular variable, that variable must be what now? Arrays. My point understand now? So, but here x is not an array. X is a one predefined data type variable. That means on this variable, we applied one predefined data type. So this is predefined data type. It's not user defined. It's a predefined data type. And with the help of this data type, I declared one variable. And whenever we declared variables along with predefined data types, into those variables, I can save only single element. I can save only single elements only possible. But when I want to store the group of elements into my x variable, that is not possible. So this is not allowed. Understand now? So because of reason, x is a what type? Integer type. Integer is one of the predefined data type, and the data type we are using, okay, to declare your x variable. Okay, and so this is correct, but this is we cannot assign to x. And the choice is when you want to go to store some group of elements into x variable, means that x should be which type? Array type. Which type? Array type. When your x is an array, then definitely we can store some group of elements. Can I store? Can I store? Yes, we can store it. So now here I have a question. Here integer is a predefined data type. What is array? Array is what? It's a predefined data type. Huh? It's a predefined. Sure. Java students, C language student, .NET students. Huh? Python people, arrays are there in your Python? Huh? List, array list. Okay, tell me, Java students. Now your array I declared. This is predefined data type. I use it to declare my X. And this is array. I use it to declare my X. So array is what? It is a data type. Huh? Yes, no. If you are Java student now, Array is not data type. Where are you studied here? If you are Java student saying that answer, na, I'm very serious on that. Suppose you are a non-background student, okay, I can excuse. Java student, don't say array is not a data type. Array is a very important, real time logics. Array is what now? Data type. So that is data type, we knows. It is also one type of data type, sir. Okay. But here my question is, array is a which type of data type? It is a primitive data type or non-primitive data type? Non-primitive data type. Okay, na? Non-primitive, user defined, predefined. User defined. So arrays are user defined referential data types. Understand, na? Array, I'm a database developer here. I know little bit what is array. You are a Java student, doesn't know. I'm a database developer. I don't want to know about Java, whatever it is. Okay, but I have a little bit idea. You are a pure Java student, you have a confusion. Confusion. Why? Arrays are not completed. It's a starting classes, na? Arrays. After some introduction, data types. Later, the people teaching to you what? Arrays. So, array is what now? One of the non-primitive user-defined referential data types. So, that means here, the point is what now? Whenever you want to store some group of elements in a single variable memory, then that variable must be an array. So, are you declaring your array with particular some size? Yes or no? Can you define size? Suppose are you giving array some size? Okay, for example, 5 or something, you can give it here. Then what happened on the name of X? It will declare how much here? 5. Then how many elements can I store in the array? 5 elements. Your array index starts from 0. Yes or no? So lower bound, upper bound. So in that way, you will be storing some values 10, 20, 30, 40, and 50. Some values are stored. So this is what now? Group of elements. So whenever you want to store group of elements to the particular variable, that variable should be array data type. Understand na? Because if my variable is a predefined data type, okay, if I use predefined data type to declare my variable X, in this X variable, I cannot store group of elements. And this will be accepted only one element and single element only I can save. But group of elements, I cannot save it here. Understand my point now? So when you save group of elements, then user has to create its own data type, and the data type I want to use on my variable, and then only possible I can store group of elements. Understand now? So that means what you understand in these two examples, okay, when user requirements not fulfill with the predefined data types, there the users will created its own data types. Created what now? Its own data types to fulfill our requirements. So what is my requirement here? I want to store group of elements into X variable. That is my requirement. But that requirement is possible with a predefined data type like this possible? No, I can't. So that's why what I want to do, in place of a predefined data type, I want to create a user defined data type. And then I have a chance to store group of elements. This is your front end side. In C language, Java, C++, .NET, yes or no, you will be working like this. Same as come to our database now. In database also carefully observe. Okay. So first of all, see one of my table I'm showing now. So can you see this is our table? Okay, now this is our table. In this table, you have a 3 columns. And can you see in department number column, each row cell, these are called rows. These are called as what now? Rows. In these rows, can you find out here, each single column of a single row cell, this is called a cell. Each column, that means every column of each row cell is having how many values? Only one value. So in my first row cell, one value, second row cell, one value, third row cell, one value, fourth row cell, one value. So that means in a single column of a single row cell is having only one value storage. Like this, any column you can see, it was going to be happen like that. Understand now? You can see any column. Every row cell is having single values. Every row cell is having single values. But what is my requirement? Sir, I want it like this. I want to store, suppose I'm creating a department number column. Department number column. In this column, in a single row cell, I want to store my values like this. Understand now? So now what I'm doing here, in a single column of a single row cell, how many values I'm storing? Group of values. How many values I'm storing? Group of values, but here having only one value. So here, when I want to store group of elements or group of values in a single column of a table, okay, then this table must be, or that means this column must be, which type of column means it should be user defined data type column. Okay, now, so when your column will be storing your group of elements here, when your column should be created or designed with the help of user defined data type. So when your column is created with user defined data type, then only possible I can save group of elements in a single column of a single row cell. But here, the point is, here, my department number is a user-defined data type column or predefined? It's a predefined. It's what now? Predefined. Now, can you see the structure of table? Department number is which type of data type? Number data type. Number data type is a predefined or user-defined? It's a predefined. Varchar 2. Char, date, all are predefined. Can you remember now data types? So that means now a department number column we was designed with the help of which data type? Predefined data type. So that's why this column will never store the group of elements of each row cell. It's not possible because this column is which type of column? Predefined data type column. Understand? So that requirement is not possible. Now, what is my requirement here? I want to store. So I want to store means then this column should create with which data type? Instead of predefined, I want to create a user defined data type. Then only I will fulfill my requirement. Understand na? So then user defined data types are how to create and how many methods are there to create my user defined data types. Okay na? So that is the concept of your today's session. Understand all of you? So finally conclusion is what now? When user requirements or when our requirements are not fulfilled with the predefined data types, then we can create our own data types to fulfill our requirements. Okay, na? So that's why can you see, as of now, any table you can see, every table is like that only. Here also, EMP number column. Each row cell, how many values saved? Single values are saved in each row cell. But I don't want it like this. I want to store in each row cell multiple values. Okay. There you have to use your user defined. Now take siding. Take siding. User defined data types. Okay. And see here, I was given some information. User defined data types are introducing in Oracle 8.0 version. When pre-defined data types are not reaching to our requirements, then we create our own data types are called as a user-defined data types. And once you created user-defined data type, what is the advantage? That can be reusable. Reusable means that a data type can apply on any number of tables, not only one table. Your wish, the data type can apply on any number of tables. That kind of reusability will be there. And there are three types of user-defined data types are there in our Oracle. One is object type, or what is this? A composite type. Second one, V array. In your front end side, arrays. Back end side, V arrays. Understand na? And next, nested table. Okay. Write down below. Take this information. So up to 3 types you can take up to nested table. Okay. Let me see one by one. We will see how to create and how these data types will apply on table columns, and carefully observe. Okay. So now the first one is called as what now? Object type or composite type. So this method, okay, this user defined data type, it allows group of values or elements of different data types. Generally, arrays are stored the same data type elements. Yes or no? Yes or no? Array definition is what now? It's a group of elements with the same data type. But here object type is what now? Group of elements with the different data types. Okay, I can store different data type values, integer, string value, float value. At a time, I can store it. So now here, what is the syntax to create now? So create type name as an object, and internally, first you define some columns with the predefined data types. First, you define your columns with the predefined data types. So how many values you need to store in a one single column of a single row cell? Those values first you should define at the time of user defined data type creation. Understanding my point now? So now this is one syntax to you. These are all our predefined syntaxes. I'm not doing anything here. Okay. So now this is slash. Slash is nothing but executing of your query. So compulsory when you should create your user defined data types, okay, must be explicitly should execute your query. Understand na? Explicitly execute your query. So that's why I'm using slash. Okay. And based on this syntax, carefully observe, I'm creating one user defined data type. What is my data type name? Create type name. So course underscore type. This is my user defined data type name. And it's not necessary your name should be like this. You can take your name, any name, XYZ, ABC, whatever it is. Okay. So this is user defined data type name. So this data type, whenever I was applied on a particular column of table, so in that column, I can store the values are course ID, course name, and course fee. So this means here X is a column. On that X column, I'm going to create an X column with user defined data type. My data type name is what now? Course underscore type. Okay. Now your column is created. After created your column with user defined data type, then each row cell, what I can store, sir, in each row cell means that in each row cell, I can store how many elements? One element, two elements, and three elements. So first element what? Course ID 10, comma. Next one what? Course name, Oracle. Course name, Oracle, comma. Next one is what? Fee 2,500. Okay. Next, this is first row. Second row, 20. Course name is what? Java. So course fee how much? 5,000 rupees. So like this, now tell me in my X column, in a single row cells, how many values I saved? How many values are saved? 3 values are saved. Cell here. Cell means this is called a cell. Some people, their faces are blank faces. This is called a cell. Okay, na? Cell means not battery cell. Battery cell. Are you thinking battery cells? No, cell. Okay, na? So this is also very difficult. English words are same word having different meanings. That is English problem. Sun. What is the sun? This sun, that sun. That's what. So that's why don't confuse cell. Okay, na? So now in a row cell, how many values I kept? 3 elements or 3 values I kept. Okay, right, fine. Like this, I have to store. So that means my user defined data type, I'm creating with how many elements to store? 3 elements. And whatever the elements are you defined here, same elements you can store in your row cell. Understand na? That is what big creation is over. Then that data type I'm testing on my table. What is the table? Create a table students. Student ID number data type. On student ID column, which data type I'm using? Predefined data type. This is a predefined or user defined? Predefined. Predefined means this column will save only one value in a row cell. Yes name is also predefined data type column. Okay. But come to course. Course is a column name. On this column, which data type I was given? User defined data type is applied. Understand now? So SID column I design with a predefined data type. SNAME column I design with a predefined data type. But course column I design with a user defined data type. So that means SID can save single value. SNAME can save single value. But in course column, I can save group of values because course is not a predefined data type column. Course is a user defined data type column. And the user defined data type's advantage is what now? When you want to store multiple values. Okay, na? So this is the table creation I did now. So same as this. I will go for to design here. Okay. Something is miss. Course data type you didn't create now first. So first create your data type now. So insufficient privileges. Again, I want to take privileges. Who will give privileges? Administrator. So what is my privilege? Create, grant, create, what type? Type, create a type to whom? MyDB 9 AM. Okay. And then after I will connecting with my user ID 9 AM, 9 AM. Okay. Then after I will go for this. Okay. Your type is created. After created this type, then I want to apply this type on particular column. Okay, now, so I'm applying this column and come back and see. So your table is created. After created your table, go for to see the structure of table now. Okay, now careful observe. This is my desk keyword to view my structure of table. So column names, these are column names, and come back to see data types. So student ID, which type of column? Predefined data type column. Next, SNAME, which type? Predefined varchar 2. Course, which type? This data type is created by who? User. It's not a predefined, it's a user defined data type. So that I was taken. So now clear? Now all of you clear? So now I was applied. After applying your user defined data type on so and so column at the time of table creation, then into this column, now I can save group of elements. Okay. How I can save group of elements here? So now we can see carefully, don't confuse. Insert into students. values. Student ID is my first column, 101. Student name, Sai, and course. But whenever you want to insert some data into course column, course is user defined data type. So that's why that user defined data type should be take as a reference here. This course underscore type reference name of this course ID type. How many elements are there? Course ID, course name, course fee. So that's why course underscore type reference of course ID. How much? 1021. Course name, Oracle. Course fee, 1200. Understand now? Your data type, whenever you created, how many columns? 3 columns. Then 3 values will be saved. These 3 values I'm saving under which column? Course column. Got it? So now like this, I will be save few records into my table. The first row and come back to your second row also I'm inserting. Okay, now fine. So after that, you just call your table. My table name is student, but it was showing some set lines. Okay, then the same thing I'm going to call here my table students, and now you can see. Carefully observe. They have a 3 columns here: student ID, student name, course. In course column, course ID, course name, course fee. The 3 elements I can save, and below come back as usual. Now, course ID, that means student ID, you can see individual values, single values, because it is a predefined data type. Next, S name, Sai word, single. But when come to course, can you see how many values I stored in each row cell? 3 values. This is first row. This is first row cell. How many values? 3 values. This is second row cell. How many values? 3 values. So this is the way how the group of elements can be stored in a particular column of a table. Understand now? Right down below. So take from first one, side heading, object type. Okay, so this is insertion of data, how to insert into your student table. Okay, in your which type of column? User defined column. Same as you can go to do selections, updations, and deletions. So now you can see, suppose if you selection, so select yes is alias name, s dot sid, s dot s name, s dot course dot cid. Understand now? So why I'm writing like this? Understand now? S is alias name of table. Course is a column name. In that column, one of the element is what now? CID element. Because course column is which type? User defined data type. So that's why I'm giving CID, course C name, course C fee. Okay. From your students S. Okay. So when you have to call, okay, when you have to call, so your output will be come to like this. Okay, na? But it's not necessary to call like this, means not necessary. Just simply you can go to call like, okay, even though if you call select a star from students also, correct answer. Okay, na? But just this data I just describing in that way. Okay, na? That's it. But you can write like this, and if you think very lengthy, then you can simply write select a star from. Okay, so that is a select a statement to write. And later, if you come back to updation, suppose you need to do any updations, you can do updations also. Update student, yes, alias name, set. Which column you need to update? Yes dot course dot fee column. How much I want to do? 2000. Where? Which student ID? 101. Actually, 101 student. Can you see? 101 student course fee. How much is there? 1200. So that I want to update with the 2000. So whenever you want to update here, then you can go to use this update command to update this. Okay, and I'm going to update it successfully. Then after, to call your table, whether your particular student course fee was updated. Can you see 101 student course fee 1200 to 2000, it was updated. So that was over. Next, suppose you need to delete. So delete from student S, where S dot course dot CID is equals to 1022. Okay. So that means which course ID student data I'm deleting, which course ID, which student course ID is 1022. So this row data I want to delete. So now I'm going to delete it here. Okay. And after that you can call. So now you can see, are you deleted? Yes or no? Yes. So like this course column based, you can do your operations. Okay. Right down below. Take to selection, to updation, to deletion. Okay, completed now. These are object type. That is one type of user defined data type. And the next one is called as what now? V array, the second type. In this V array, okay, what it will say, it allows group of values or elements of a same data type. So same as your array. Array also same data type. But when we declared your array, okay, compulsory that array should be declared with the size. Compulsory should mention. Without size, array cannot be declared. So that's why compulsory I should mention my size of the array. And what is the syntax here? Create type name is V array, give it your size, and which type of elements are you storing? Are you storing integer elements, string elements, or date elements, whatever it is? That is your data type and execution of your query. Okay. The first I will create one V array list. Create type. My type name is mobile number underscore array one is V array of 3. That means my array size how much? Size how much? 3. And which type of elements I'm storing? Number elements. That means integer elements. And now it means what now here? This data type I'm applying on mobile number column. Yes or no? This data type I was applied on mobile number column. So that means in this mobile number column, maximum how many mobile numbers can I store? Maximum how many? 3. So maximum mobile numbers are how many mobile numbers I'm storing? 3 mobile numbers. More than 3, I cannot store. Okay, na? So this is my mobile number underscore array is a user defined data type. I was applied on which column? Mobile number column. So that means how many mobile numbers can I store? Maximum my array size. How much here? 3. 3 mobile numbers can I save? Okay. Now write down below. V array. Okay, right. So here this is array creation, and let me go for this array, how to create it. Okay. Now the same as the second, okay, data type I was created, mobile number underscore array one. And after that, the data type I was applied on my table, and employee table already there. Okay, right. And let me see the structure of employee table. If you see the, okay. So I want to set lines. Now you can see the two columns I designed here, and one column is predefined data type column. One is user defined data type column. Okay, now, so that was happened. And after that, when I want to insert some data into this, okay, now we can see insert into employee values, my employee number 1021. And when you are inserting this employee, okay, mobile numbers, my first employee having two mobile numbers, he was passing. This is first mobile number, this is second one. So, and I'm taking here my user defined reference type. Okay, that's why we called a arrays are what type of user defined referential data types. That's why must be take a reference name. Okay, so now here first employee was okay, give it us the two mobile numbers you are giving us, and the two mobile numbers I saved here. And another employee was giving here three mobile numbers, because my array maximum limit how much here? Three. And if I inserted fourth mobile number, can I accept a? No, it was saying out of the range. So now after that, you can come back and see your employee table and see the first one. Okay. Now first employee ID number, he was saved two mobile numbers in my mobile number column. Next, second employee saved three mobile numbers, 1, 2, and 3. Because it 3 is accepted, because of reason my mobile number is a user defined, and this user defined data type array, its size is maximum 3 limits. Okay, so up to 3 I can save right down below. Okay. And the next type is what now? Nested table type. This is another data type. Okay. We will create our own, the nested table type. Okay. Now, here careful observe. It was a little bit confusion. Observe. A table within another table is called as a nested table. The nested table definition is what now? A table within the another table. But this nested table data type is also allowed group of values or elements of a different data types. Okay, but nested table data type is not declared with the size. This is without a size. Okay, how to create this? Okay, so to create my nested table data type, so there are some three steps mechanism we have. First one, nested table data type cannot directly declare. That's why first we declared what now? Object type. Object type already knows now. Yes, first we declared object user defined data type should be declared first. And this is object type syntax that already you knows. With the help of this object type only, I can create a nested table type. So nested table type definition C, create type name as an table of what I'm taking here, object type name. So which on the which name are you created your object data type? That object type name I am using here. So that means nested table data type can be created with the help of object user defined data type. Directly, I cannot. After created, then, okay, nested table. After created nested table data type with the help of object type, then this nested table data type, I want to apply on my tables. How I can apply? Create a table, table name, column, data type, and so on. And column N. So last column in this table, which column are you thinking like this is my end of the column? So in the last column, you can apply your nested table data type name. In middle of the column, you can't go for last one. Which column is the last column? On that last column only you can apply your nested table data type. And along with that, you should tag with your nested table last column name. What is your last column name? Column N. Name store as some another name. So this statement should be tagged along with your table creation, compulsory. Okay, na? So these are the three steps. Right down below. Take next table. Okay, completed. Hmm. So now the three steps mechanism, just follow it here. First of all, I'm creating my object type, create type. Object type name is what now? Address underscore type. And as an object, in this object type data type, I'm storing three elements: house number, street, and city. Okay, now this is the first thing I'm going to take now. So first you have to create your object type data type. So I'm going to execute it. This object type is successfully created. And after that, based on this object type, okay, I'm creating what now? Nested. This is my object data type name, and the data type I'm taking a reference here. And with the help of, I'm creating nested table type. Got it my point now? So now I'm creating nested table type. So my nested table type name is what now? Address underscore array. After creating this, okay, and this nested table data type, I'm applying my column here upside. So course ID is a number or customer ID. Sorry, customer ID is number. Customer name is a varchar 2. On customer address, I was applied a nested table data type. I'm applied because nested table data type is what now? Address array that I was applied here. Okay. And this is end of the column. Nested table, okay, tag, last column, store as a another name, cust address. And this cust address is your wish. You can take X, Y, Z, ABC, whatever it is. Okay, just another name I'm going to create it. So this is my table to define here. Okay, so let me come out and see this table is created now. After created this table, let me come out and see the information desk and customer to see customer, customer ID, customer name, customer address. Customer address is which type? User defined data type and nested array type. Okay, nested table type. Okay, fine. After table successfully designed, then we need to do some testing. First, write down these three steps. Example and write down. Okay, right. So after table creation and we are applying your nested table type, the next I want to insert some records. Observe carefully. So insert into customer table value, customer ID 1, customer name Sai. But whenever you want to insert the customer address, which type here? Nested type. So that's why nested type, how I was taken, nested type reference name of this nested table created with which reference? Object reference. So nested table reference of object reference of what is this? In object, type, what you saved? House number, street, and city. So that I'm passing here. House number 1122, street Gandhi, city Hyderabad. This is first customer details. And this customer was given only one address, and the one address I will save. Another customer is there here, the customer number 2 ward. So nested table reference of object type reference of house number, street Ashok, Chennai. And this customer was given two addresses. And nowadays you can see permanent address, present address. If you go to any banking sector applications or any online applications, if you fulfill, they will ask you two addresses, present, permanent. So now the second user was given two addresses. So Chennai address and Mumbai address. Okay, so this way you can insert. Now first record I'm inserting for the first customer Sai. He was inserted or he was given only one address and that I saved here. And after that, the second customer is going to be given two addresses here. So now I want to take it out. After that, let me come out and call your table select a star from. The table name is what now? Customer. And now we can see the two addresses are there and set lines. The first customer ID, customer name, he was sending the addresses. Okay, his house number 1122, Gandhi Street, Hyderabad. And the second customer, he was given two addresses. One address, house number 1123, Ashok Street, Chennai. Second address is 1124, Vasati, Mumbai. Okay, now, so these are the two addresses are is submitted in my which column? Customer address column. Customer address column, what it was stored? House number, street, and cities. Okay, now this is what the insertion of data. After inserting and storing your data, even though we can perform select, update, delete, insert data into this table. Okay, and how it was performed, I will explain. First, take your testing of insertion. Up to note point you can take. Okay. Then after here, the other commands how to perform on my nested table data type column. Okay, yeah, the common syntax for all operations. Okay, observe. Select command, update, delete, insert, off. Select your nested table type column name. So on which column you applied nested table data type, that column should be take from your required table. Okay, right. And the first I will show you. Suppose you need to retrieval customer ID number one address I want to retrieve. So I don't want it all the details of customer one. I want it only the customer one address details I wanted. So then I'm using select a star from table of selector which column? Address column. From which table? Customer table. Which customer ID? One. So my first customer, can you see in my table? My first customer address is what now? House number 1122. Okay, street Gandhi Street and location city Hyderabad. So now if you wanted particular customer address, you got it, huh? Yes or no? Yes, your particular customer one address details are came out. House number 1122, street Gandhi city Hyderabad. Okay, this is okay. Select command through your particular customer address can be retrieval. Second, in the same to same, suppose updation. So if you want to do, see, I'm giving your customer to house number I am changing. Actually, customer to house number actually is what now? 1124. The 1124 house number I'm changed as a 1024. Then update table of selected nested table column from customer table where customer ID 2. Set house number 1024 where house number is 1124. So actually customer ID 2. So two addresses are there. 1123 is one address. 1124 is another address. The which address I want to change? 1124 house number I want to change. So now the changing or not, you can see. What is the table name? Customer. Now we can see the second customer, second address, house number, change. Yes, like you can update. In the same pattern, suppose you need to perform delete operation. So customer 2, okay, which is address I want to delete means, okay, city location information I want to delete. So delete from table, select nested table column from customer where customer ID 2. And which location I'm deleting? Mumbai location I'm deleting now. But here this customer was given how many addresses? Two addresses. One is Chennai, one is Mumbai. But the particular address details I want to delete. Okay, after deleted, let me come out and call your table. Okay, customer and execute. Now see second customer, Mumbai location information deleted. Yes or no? Yes, and having only Chennai. Same as suppose if you want to insert the first customer actually given only one address. After some time, he was submitted another address. That means second address also is submitted. So how to write? Insert into table, select a nested table column from table. Which customer is submitted new address? Customer ID 1 value 1124 is the house number. You in street Hyderabad city. So now the first customer, actually, my first customer is having already one address, okay, in Gandhi Street, Hyderabad, but he was submitted another address also. When he submitted another address, and let you come out and see that address information is added or not. So customer one is second address added a, yes. So like you can go to add your second address of the customer. So these are what now? Insert, update, and delete also we can do. Right down below. And note below syntax and continue examples. and below data dictionary also write down. So whenever you want to see your user defined data types, so user underscore types is your data dictionary. Okay. So by using of that, you can see your types. Okay. Okay. Right. So these are user defined data types to how to apply on your table columns when you want to store some group of values. Okay. But this user defined data type instead of SQL, mostly we are using under PLSQL. In PLSQL, these are very, very important, but in SQL, very rare cases the people are using. Okay. So, but why, sir, in SQL, the people will not prefer these user defined data types means there is some reason is there. Some reasons are there. So what are the reasons? Okay. Why we can't, why we didn't use this user defined data types in SQL much and more. Okay. The reasons I will explain to you in tomorrow, and tomorrow, the most important topic, normalization, I will start it. Okay, now, so normalizations we will discuss in tomorrow's session, and after normalization, then I will enter into PLSQL. Okay, now, are you clear? Yes. Okay. So right, guys. Thank you. Thank you so much.